watching it. Oh, he's a little baby glove.
Yeah.
The baby glove fits.
It's like he didn't kill anyone with lightning McQueen.
But actually, it's awesome because I can go to any gas station on the way to the snow and I can get those because they always sell info. They all fit me. I can't love it.
It's time to start the only way we know how, with the warm-up. Brought to you from our friends at Brick and Barrel. With a wonderful family atmosphere, Brick and Barrel has a beautiful beer garden and is just the place to take in a game or celebrate after. Brick and Barrel, 155 Joyner Parkway in Lincoln. The way you warm up is the way you perform. So to be the best, you gotta warm up with the best. So warm up with us as we sit down with a member of the Potters coaching staff to talk all things Potters. It's time to get loose and warm up right here on Stones Radio Networks.
Welcome into a very, very special episode of The Warm Up, not only because it was supposed to be Stones McCoy I interviewed, and I don't have to, so everybody loves that. Number 99, Craig Schmidt, Potters legend, Lincoln legend, back in town, comes up here a couple of minutes ago and says, "Hey, Phantom, what's up?" I said, "Hey, you got to be my guest," and thankfully you agreed, so great to see you, Smitty.
Yeah, great to be here.
It's fantastic to see you. So where are you coming from? During the school year, people know you. In the summer, during the school year, where would they find you?
I go to Minot State University. It's a Division II school out in Minot, North Dakota.
And that's where you're pitching this year?
Yep.
How'd the year go?
It was a decent year. I mean, we got a new head coach this last year, so that was kind of cool. Ran pretty well. Found a way to get to the conference tournament. Struggled a little bit there, but I mean, it's good. We'll figure it out next year. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I mean, there are sometimes you watch like college basketball or something, and you see a guy and you go, "Hasn't that guy been in that college for like 9 years?" And that's Craig Schmidt on the Lincoln Potters. How many times have you played for the Potters? I know we've talked about your story many times that you wanted to play for the Potters, and they're instrumental in you making a comeback with your career. But how many times? What is this? Your third summer with the Potters?
So I played the first summer with the Potters. The 2017 summer, I played like the last 5 games or so.
Right.
And then same thing, 2018 summer came on at the very end, help them out with the playoff push. And then last summer was like my full official summer with them. And then this summer, getting the last half of the summer. So
yeah, last
about
summer you and your partner over here, Mr. Perez, were kind of the aces on the mound for the Potters, lifting us through the entire season. So, Craig, obviously you're a Lincoln guy, but what does it mean for you every year, every summer to come back here, even now, come back here and play in front of these fans?
Yeah, it means the world to me. I love being here. I love Lincoln. I mean, obviously, I've been here since I was 8 years old. I've been playing here. Played at McBean when it was still a dirt field.
Yes, I remember.
It's just so special to be here every single year, and I just love just coming out here and like we said, last summer I got to play the full summer, and that was an awesome experience. And then this summer they texted me, asking me to come back. Didn't know if that was gonna happen, and it did. I'm so excited to be here. It sucked missing that first half of the season. I watched every single game on stream. I just wanted to get back here as fast as I possibly could.
You love the new cameras and everything, right?
I do love the new cameras.
Fantastic.
Stones did a great job there.
Yeah, he did. Well, yeah, we got to give him his flowers.
Yeah, I got to.
A little bit. So you mentioned it. You mentioned playing on the dirt fields, and I remember, obviously, you guys. I mean, it's so amazing to me for guys like you, Isaiah and Eli and Charles and everybody. We started like 100 yards away right on that little field,
Yep.
and all of a sudden you're back here. And, I talked to Ray Garcia about it, about the kind of like the full circle kind of thing. And the same applies to you. I mean, you're 8 years old or whatever playing over there. All of a sudden, however many years later, you're playing on this big field. So do you ever stop and think about that?
Oh, yeah, I think about that all the time. Like yesterday, or what was it, 2 days ago, I was driving back from North Dakota, and I drove through here. And, Little League's happening. They're doing their all-star thing over there.
Yeah.
And I just remember playing over there, and then especially like the little tennis ball games that we used to play right over here, hitting the ball into this field, and like just stuff like that. Like it's just so amazing just to be here and just see all of it. And then like that there's going to be kids playing right now for the Lincoln All-Stars that are going to be out here playing for the Potters as well in 6-7 years or whatever. So it's just so cool to see that kind of stuff.
What a great narrative, too, for the city of Lincoln and the way they support it. And I know you just got back, but the crowds have been great during your whole time, but the crowds have been amazing this year, so you're going to really love it. Now, you're starting tomorrow night. Is that true?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So we're going to throw you out there against the West Coast Kings. That's going to be a tough one. It's an Orange Friday, so you really got to come through.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit, if we can, about what you see for yourself after you're done playing, after you're done at Minot State, and when you come back. Are you going to get into coaching then?
Yeah, that's the goal. So as of right now, I graduate in December. I'll start my master's program in January to finish out my last year. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so I'm very excited about that. I'll start my master's program in January, finish out my last year of eligibility, and then just kind of see where it takes me after that. I have a couple opportunities to take for like pitching coach jobs. I've got an opportunity to stay at Minot if I want to do that. So we just have to see what's going to happen there. But yeah, college coaching is definitely what I want to get into. I kind of just found a passion for that. Like I coached high school baseball before coming back and playing and that kind of stuff. But then I really just found like the love for coaching like college baseball and coaching older kids and just that kind of thing. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm excited to see what avenues I'm going to be able to go down.
Well, it's great to have you back, Schmitty. You're the best. I love you, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming up. Thanks for spending some time, and we'll watch for you tomorrow night.
All right. Thank you so much.
That's Schmitty. He's a Potter legend. He's number 99. We're back with more pregame right after this on the Stones Radio Networks.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadium. 33 action-packed home games loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Placer Valley Tourism. Our mission is to increase the health of the hotel industry through occupancy and average daily rate in Roseville, Rockland, and Lincoln. Proud partner of the Potters in the 2023 West Coast World Series Tournament from August 8th to 11th.
Here's a quick look back at Potter seasons past.
Takes that one outside and stays outside, so it's 1-1 on JT Walden. Hispanic Heritage Night out here at the park. Also, I think I saw it's like cider night or something. That's odd. There's a high fly ball to short left field. Not being able to see it as the left fielder. That's Porter. Now the shortstop goes out, and he makes the catch in left field. What a play by Cameron Sasso. He's 1-0 here in the 8th. High fly ball right field going back is Arboleda, still going back. That one is gone. A home run by Nolan McCarthy opposite field. A big one for the Potters. And welcome to California, Mr. Nolan McCarthy. Second run bat in for Nolan McCarthy out of Kalamazoo, Michigan. University not over the plate. You see, went after it right away, and Hit it down toward the Potters dugout. So it's 1-1 on A.J. Esperanza. A.J. Andrew Esperanza. We called him that part of the first 9. Then I said, let's go to A.J. It sounded better. Runner goes. Pitch is swung and chopped right to shortstop. Stepped on second for 1 over to first. What a play. Another play by Nolan Clifford. Clifford coming over to cover anyway. The big chopper right to him. Goes to right field. If that stays fair, you can forget about that one. It is gone. A home run, and there's another bat flip. Trevor Tashenko just destroyed that one to right field. 2 home runs this inning have been just crushed by the Potters. And they lead it now 6-4. Somehow, some way, the Potters are on top. A little bit cooler after today. 2-0 pitch is hit well to left field. Going back is Burke at the fence, and he won't get that one. It's out of here. Trey Furry puts a run on the board for the Potters. So Ryan Stevens called it. He said he's going to come back. He's going to have a hot summer and go back to his ball club, and he went hot on that one. After 2 groundouts, Trey Furry goes over the left field fence, and the Pot runs batted in a single home run. Got the blue-red bat out there. Very, very patriotic by Jeff. Still from the stretch, Bridges. Ground ball right of second. It's under his glove into center field for a base hit. 1 run scores. 2 runs are going to come around. They're going to score the Potters. A 2-run single by Jeffrey David, and the Potters lead this one 7-4.
Coming up, Potters baseball on Stones Radio Networks. Here's a quick look back at Potters seasons past.
Hit high in the air to left center field. Going after it is Leopard, still going after it, and that ball is gone. Brennan Roselle did it. He got number 2. It just took him a couple more pitches. A big blast to left center field by the Zebra legend, and the Potters have a 2-1 lead. Maybe some meditation. Probably not. 2-1 now. First and third, nobody out here in the 8th. That ball's hit high. It is hit far. It is gone. A 3-run home run by J.T. Walden, and the Potters lead this one 7-4. That's hit high in the air to left field. I'm hoping he got enough of it. Benavides is going back, still going back, and he's not going to get it. It's out of here. A home run. Nolan McCarthy on Kalamazoo night here at Potter Stadium. So he got that one way up, and Benavides kept thinking, maybe I can, maybe I can. No, you cannot. McCarthy home run. Hit high in the air and deep to left center field, and Murphy thinks it's gone. It is gone. A home run as Murphy was taking off his ankle cover or his ankle protector as the ball was in the air, and that one is way out of here. A home run for Nolan McCarthy. McCarthy with a home run, his 7th of the year. 2 runs batted in. On how you comport yourself. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball is hit well to left field. It is gone. A home run by Clayton Coates, and he really turned on that one. And the Potters lead it 6-0. The Potter faithful let Clayton know how. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stanger looks back at second base. Line drive center field, hit very well. Barnes goes back, still going back. He's not going to get it. It's down. 1 run scores. Here comes Roselle around third. They're going to send him as well. The throw's coming in. Cut off. It's a 2-run triple for Zach Chamiso, and the Potters lead this one 2-0.
Coming up, Potters baseball on Stones Radio Networks. Here's a quick look back at Potters seasons past.
It was Cheech. Okay, fair enough. Raking ball's hit well to center field. Curtis on his horse. He's going to go back into right center, make a diving try. Did he make the play? I think he did. What a catch. Tagging at second base. Chop foul. I mean, I gave him the address. He said he'd show up. He said, peace and love, I'll be there. And if he says peace and love and does the two peace signs, he's got to. It's like a promise. So I'll be hanging with him, and then we'll go to the show. 2-2 pitch, call strike 3. 7th strikeout for Tonko Susak, and that'll bring up one more guy for 3 today, batting from the left side against the right-hander Martin. First pitch is line right back up the middle. Shortstop snags it. Chamizo steps on second. Double play Potters. Not really the way they drew it up, but they're going to take it as that suit, so there's no way they can. Can they? 3-2 pitch, call strike 3. Second strikeout for Anthony Perez. First one looking. That'll bring up Ryan Farr, the third baseman, as we said, also out of Cal Lutheran. Ryan Farr was the only name we had in the line. Hit field by Jarek Curtis. What a blast! Turns around and hits it to right field. I said, well, that's probably a sac fly. That thing's way out of here. And Jarek Curtis is the man of the hour. The Potters lead 4-1. Threatened once back in the second, but 2 strikeouts with 2 runners on quelled that uprising. Wyatt Tucker with 4 shutout innings. Dylan Day taking over for Tucker. 2-2 coming up to Trey. A little line drive over the first baseman's head into right field for a base hit, and that's number 113 for Trey Furry. He is now the all-time That's chopped over the mound. Shortstop going to cut it off Nunez. No, he can't get it. It's into center field for a base hit. 1 run scored. The throw to the plate for the second runner. Head first slide, and Chamizo is in there with a second run. A 2-run single for Cade Sanchez.
Coming up, Potters Baseball on Stones Radio Networks. Here's a quick look back at Potter seasons past.
And a balk in this inning, and we're still not done. 3-3, Potters and Marshalls. Mateo Lake for his first at bat. Coming in for Mason Holt. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball's hit deep to right field. That ball is gone. A home run, Mateo Lake. The Potters. A big home run by Mateo Lake. A 3-run shot. The Potters. 2 balls, no strikes on Brando. Just getting started here. Good crowd out here. Entertained by a national anthem rendition that was tremendous. And here's the 2-0. Hit high to left field. Look up, look up, look out. That's out of here. Jason Brando about 50 feet over the fence in left field. And the Potters are on the board early. They didn't wait 6 2/3 for this one. A 2-run home run by Jason Brando. DH today for the Potters. Line drive left center field, and it doesn't look like anybody's going to get to that one. It'll go all the way to the fence, and it is out of here. That's out of here. A grand slam home run by Brandon Motherall on a line drive that just kept on going, and that makes it 19-2 and a fine, fine line drive by Brandon Motherall. By Dimitri Perry, and here is Johnson. Right back up the middle into center field for a base hit. Panlick rounds third. The throw's going to come into the plate. It is applied. The tag applied, and he is safe at the plate. Safe at the plate. Not agreeing with that is Andrew Sloan, who thought he had the tag and thought the runner did not tag home plate, but he is called safe at the plate, so it's an RBI. Still looking for the first hit, their first hit, the Potters, with 2 outs here in the second. Here's the pitch. Hit well to left center field, and I mean really well. Davis goes back, looks up, forget about that one. Welcome to Lincoln, Andrew Sloan, a home run for Andrew Sloan. And that went to that left center field where all the home runs are going, and I saw that one clearly, and that one was out of here. So Andrew Sloan making a lot of new friends here in Lincoln, California. The pitch. Motherall hits it high and deep to right field. Going back is Cook. He looks up, and it is gone. Brandon Motherall is making this a habit. A 3-run home run, and the Potters grab a 4-2 lead. That's at first Lazard and at third Gutierrez. 1-0. Line drive. That's a fair ball inside the first base line over the first baseman's head. 1 run scores. Lazard rounding third. Ball's in the corner. Isaiah says, I'm going for it. The throw comes in. It's going to be held up. That's a triple for Reese Raggett's 2-run scorer, and the Potters lead this one 6-2.
Coming up, Potters Baseball on Stones Radio Networks. Here's a quick look back at Potter seasons past.
3. Hit high, hit deep, hit out of the park. If it's fair, it is fair. Forget about that one. Justin Olson got a hold of another one, and nobody gets a hold of him like Justin Olson. 2-run home run. Potters lead this one 5-3. Second home run for Justin Olson. 8 runs batted in now. No doubt about well, there was doubt about that one. Would it go foul before it left the Earth's gravity? 1 ball and no strikes. Now, I'm sure the Potters fans will say, well, wait a minute, what about that breaking ball that should have been a strike? That was hit sharply down the third baseline. Backhand by Ferry. He has to pick it up and throw it on a hop to first. I think he got him. He did. What a play by Trey Ferry behind third base, almost on the outfield grass. Kind of bobbled it, had to get it back, threw it on a hop across the diamond. Justin Olson scoops it up comfortably over the fence out there. Here's the 3-1 on Olson. Swings and hits it high and deep to right field. Nobody, that's not 5 feet over. That's not 10 feet. That's way out of here. Justin Olson, number 3, and the Potters have tied it up at 1. You could kind of feel it coming watching Justin take that first pitch or so, and he really got a hold of that one. 3 home runs now and 9 RBIs, and this game is tied 1-1.
And Ryan Sturgeon warming up for the Potters, and there is a shot by Drew Stahl. That is out of here. Drew Stahl with a big shot right over the right field wall. Got out of here in a hurry, but that just put the Potters on top, 9-1. This one is long gone, high into the night, and Justin Olson puts a charge into that one. Home run for Justin Olson, and that makes this game a little closer at 9-4. Colorado Springs.
Hit in the air to left field. Going over is Bowser. Still going. That ball is out of here. Over the fence in left field. A home run for Chase Stanky. Reached down and lifted that one to left field, and the Potters have a 2-1 lead. First home run of the summer for Chase.
Coming up, Potters Baseball on Stones Radio Networks. Here's a quick look back at Potter seasons past.
0-1 is a breaking ball. Hit really well to right field. Cook goes back. Forget about that one. Reese Ragatz comes through. A big 3-run home run. Ragatz doing it for the Potters finally. And the Potters lead this one 15-11. Jumped on the curveball and just rode it. That ball is way out of here. I mean, way out of here. A home run for Trey Ferry, number 2. And I think Trey has made a statement, and that statement is, I want to be the postgame guest on the Lincoln Potters broadcast on the Stones Radio Networks. I think I can make that happen. But let's don't jump the gun. As that was, you'd see every once in a while where the fielders don't move. On that one, the left fielder just turned his back on the left side. Hit high in the air to right field. And it is deep, and it is gone. That is a grand slam home run for Justin Olson. That's what I call payback. You strike me out the first time, I granny on you the second time. Potters lead this one 6-2. That's the way to endear yourself to the Potters, ladies and gentlemen. Coming in 2 on Pruitt. Hit high and deep to left field. Forget about that one. Forget about that one. That's Dan Pruitt. That's 24 home runs this season. That's 2 home runs so far in his stint as a Potter. And the Potters lead this one now 9-4. As Pruitt obviously specializing in the no doubt variety. 16-4. Hit well to left field. Go back, look up, forget about it. Troy Shields joins the home run parade. A 2-run shot. And that makes it 18-4 in favor of the Potters. And I think that might be the 10th guy on the Potters to hit home run, or the 10th home run for the Potters. A 2-run shot by Troy Shields gives him 6 runs batted in on the season. 2 home runs, 12 batted in. That's hit high in the air to left field. Gaspar's going back, still going back, still going back. He reaches up, and that one is out of here. A 2-run home run for Brandon Motherall, and this game is tied at 3-3. Home run number 3 for Brandon. RBIs 13 and 14. He got it up in the air. It shows how strong he is to the out.
Coming up, Potters Baseball on Stones Radio Networks.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Lincoln Area Archives Museum is the official partner of the Potters' 100th anniversary season. The museum is located just around the corner.
Hit that one up in the air to left field. Going back is Allen. Still going back, still going back. He runs out of room. That ball's out of here. Peyton Brennan did it again. So, I don't know. Again, it's Texas, so you don't really know. That's hit out to center field, short center field. Jansen's coming in. He falls down, gets up, makes the catch. And then he's going to throw. It's going to come to third. Chamiso cuts it off. The tag is applied, and I think they got him at third base. They did. And I do believe the run is scored. We'll double check and make sure. Ryan Cooner. High fly ball right field. Going back. Forget about it. A pinch hit home run for Luke Lavin. Fourth Potters home run of the game. 2 balls and 1 strike. Gaston comes down the line at the third. That's it sharply down the line at third. What a play by Furry. Gets up, throws it across the diamond on a hop to first. What a play by Trey Furry. The runner could not advance. Off first a little bit. Here's the 1-1. Line drive left field. Garrity's going back. He's still going back. Reaches up. And he got it. The throw comes in. First base relay. Double play. Garrity with an unbelievable catch that no one, including me, thought he caught because he was flying away. He jumps up, sticks the ball up in the air, gets it into the second baseman, Auden, who throws to first for the double play.
Potters fans, Potter up.
Hello and welcome to McBean Stadium in Lincoln, California for another exciting night of Lincoln Potters baseball. I'm Mark the Phantom Lowe along with my partner, the great Stones McCoy, and engineer Riley. And tonight the Potters conclude a 3-game midweek series against CCL rivals, the Sonoma Stompers. The Potters have dropped the first 2 games 10-0 in Lincoln on Tuesday and 6-5 in a heartbreaking loss last night to Sonoma as they gave up 4 in the 9th to drop that one by a run. So it's safe to say they really need this one tonight. Lincoln is 8-9 in league play, have now been passed by Sonoma in the standings as the Stompers are at 500 at 7-7. Tonight is the Potters' last CCL game until they host the Admirals on the 4th, so a win will go a long way toward enjoying that holiday weekend. Much at stake, and it all starts with our first pitch right after this short break on the Stones Radio Networks.
Have you ever wondered, what is CMN? I thought so. Let me help. CMN stands for Children's Miracle Network, a non-profit organization that raises money for children's hospitals. Locally, UC Davis Children's Hospital is your CMN hospital, the only one in our area. It is a nationally ranked comprehensive children's hospital that provides the highest quality of care to pediatric patients like me. How is this level of care possible? With help from CMN donations. CMN teamed with corporate partners and community donors to fundraise for things like equipment, research, and patient care. All money raised locally during campaigns like this stays local to support children treated at UC Davis Children's Hospital. Sick and injured kids can't wait to get the care they need. And thanks to generous donors, partners, and fundraisers like you, we don't have to. Please give wherever you see the Miracle Balloon, and thank you for supporting CMN at UC Davis.
Being in the market for a new home comes with more than just buying a property. It is finding the right house in the right neighborhood in the right community. Since 2005, Lori, with Frey & Associates Real Estate, has lived and worked as a real estate broker in Lincoln. She is passionate about local organizations and volunteers with them as well.
She's knowledgeable, she knows, she asks a lot of questions, she gets things done.
We still learn a lot from Lori, and she's very helpful, very positive, and has been wonderful, wonderful broker.
We at Frey & Associates are your local hometown realtor, and we are here for you.
Welcome back, Olympia's 5th grade orchestra.
Perhaps there's no place like your home because you made it so at RC Willey.
And there you have it, the Star Spangled Banner delivered by Mr. Matt Dunn in fantastic fashion. We're ready for some baseball here at McBean Stadium. Mark the Phantom Low here with you, along with Engineer Riley, bringing you a CCO matchup between your Lincoln Potters and the Sonoma Stompers. Now, the Stompers came in here on Tuesday and embarrassed the Potters, winning that one 10-0. Then last night, it might even have been worse. The Potters took a 5-2 lead into the bottom of the ninth, ended up on the losing end 6-5, a 4-run Sonoma rally. So the Potters need one tonight, and they're going to go to Cooper Robinson, the right-hander out of Folsom and UC Irvine. Cooper 1-0 on the season so far. This is his second start of the year, 7 innings pitched, a 3.86 ERA, 13 strikeouts and no walks for Cooper Robinson. So he will, as we talked to, I believe it was Mike Marjima who said that Cooper Robinson, now the Thursday starter, I think it was Brock Raggets who told us that, the pitching coach, told us that Cooper is the Thursday night starter for the Potters. We got Thursday, we got Friday, we got Saturday, and we got Sunday for you right here from McBean Stadium. And yes, we did move the start times a little to accommodate for Mother Nature tonight. A 7:15 first pitch tomorrow, also 7:15. Then on Saturday, if you're coming out for the Saturday game, the fireworks, it'll be a 6:35 first pitch, and then we go back on Sunday, back to 7:15. So there you have it, 4 in a row. Then we have a day off on Monday. The 4th of July is on Tuesday. That is a amazing. I think it's still set for 6:05, but we will double check that. And then we have a day off, and then a Thursday again. Both of those games, Tuesday and Thursday, against CCO foe, the Bay Area Admirals. So we are just about ready to go in this one. The lineup for the Sonoma Stompers, who are at 7-7 on the season in the CCO play. Noah Rubin, the right fielder, leads them off. Then Jack Burden, the left fielder, batting second. Derek Tenney moves up. He will bat third in this one. The third baseman, Colamanto, the designated hitter in the cleanup spot. Alfredo Capacetti is the first baseman. He'll bat fifth. Isaiah Velasco, who had a home run in the last game that these two teams played here in McBean Stadium. He is batting sixth, the catcher. Tyler Martinez in center field. Brandon Marion, the shortstop today. And Ryan Martinez is the number 9 hitter playing second base. Jacob Verweel, the right-handed pitcher out of Santa Rosa, I believe, is going to be on the mound. Yes, out of San Rafael is going to be on the mound for the Stompers. But right now it's Cooper Robinson and the Potters against Noah Rubin. Now, Noah led off on Tuesday with a very rude gesture. He had a home run to start the game off and gave the Stompers a quick 1-0 lead. So Potters will be looking to change that narrative if possible behind Cooper Robinson out of Folsom, California. First pitch is a fastball at 92, and it's in there for a strike, 0-1. Special thanks to our pregame guest, the great Schmitty, today. Greg Schmidt's back with the club. Check out our pregame interview on the warm-up if you haven't already seen it. It's great to catch up with Craig, as always. That's chopped foul down the first base line, 0-2. He's going to start tomorrow night against the West Coast Kings. Then Saturday's starter is Anthony Perez, and we're hoping to get Anthony up to be our guest on the warm-up tomorrow night. So kind of getting in the dugout with a couple of the senior pitchers on the Potters staff. 0-2 coming up to Noah Rabin. He's out of Sebastopol, California. That is a little bit low for a ball, 1-2. Illinois State University for the 6-footer. Hitting from the left side, playing out in right field. 1 home run that he got the other night. 7 runs batted in on the summer for Noah. Faces Robinson on the 1-2 pitch inside for a ball, 2-2. So Cooper went out, got him 0-2. Now it is 2-2 as Jag Burden waits on deck, the left fielder. 2-2 pitch is lined down the right field line viciously but foul on top of the VIP area, which is very well populated down there. Well, there's a sighting of Piper the Peacock, who's out early. Going down to check out the VIP area, the kiln as we call it, just past the Brick and Barrel backyard. For those of you unfamiliar with the confines of McBean Stadium, please come out and make yourself familiar. Fastball is high and inside, 3-2. So Rabin works it all the way from 0-2 to 3-2 to lead off this one. Much more pleasant here than it was possibly at 6:35, the scheduled start of the game. A little bit cooler. It's no picnic, let me tell you. That's hit out in the air to right center field and hit well. And it is against the fence. Rabin rounds first. He's headed for second. It's picked up out there, and now Rabin's going to turn it on for third. The throw comes in. The cutoff is made, but he is going to slide into third with a triple. So the Potters saved 1 base for Noah Rabin. He had a home run last time to open the game. This time he hit it in about the same spot, but just not quite as far against the wall, and he gets the triple. And that's starting it off for the Stompers here. In a game, basically, the Potters really need to win this one as they've lost 2 in a row to Sonoma. And not a good start as Rabin hits that 3-2 pitch. Robinson had him 0-2, and he worked his way all the way back in the count and got a pitch he wanted to hit. And he really laced it into right center field. And here is Jag Burden, left fielder, hitting at 188. Jag out of Huntington Beach, California. First pitch is right in there for a strike, straight at 92 from Cooper Robinson. Got some cowbells in the crowd. That's good. Got some people sitting on the couch in front of us. Those pricey seats, they move you up to the couch, and they got beer bats, and I think that's why they got moved up. Fastball again, that just misses. You got 3 people in your party, and 2 of them have beer bats. You're probably going to get upgraded. I think that's the way it works. 1 ball and 1 strike. Check swing, and he's called to go around, or it was in there for a strike. So it's 1-2 now on Jag Burden. Derek Tenney, the third baseman, to follow for Sonoma. Down from third is Rabin. Swing and a miss, off-speed pitch. Robinson gets his first strikeout. So 1 down, and now it's Derek Tenney, the third baseman. Derek is 3 for 11 in the summer, 3 runs batted in. He was 1 for 3 in the game on Tuesday and scored twice. Derek out of Wethersfield, Connecticut, and the University of Nevada, Reno. Right-handed hitter against the right-hander Robinson. Colamanto, the designated hitter, is on deck. Right down the middle, 91 from Cooper Robinson. So he started all 3 batters off with a fastball down the middle. Got ahead of all 3 hitters. Down from third is Rabin. 0-1 pitch is in there again. 0-2 from Cooper Robinson. And I think it's probably the cowbells that are helping him out. They're getting cowbells after every called strike. It's a very comfortable crowd out here checking out this Thursday night action. Fastball is high. Got up to 93, but outside the strike zone for Cooper. just has the feel of a Friday night game. I don't know what it is. It feels like Friday. That's because it's a festive crowd, and it's a Thursday, but it's a festive crowd. 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. So Robinson comes in and gets a couple of strikeouts after the triple by Rabin, and now Colton Lamonto is the only obstacle in the way of getting out of this inning. Colton, a 6'1 junior out of Sebastopol, California, and University of San Diego, didn't play in the game on Tuesday. He is 3 for 6 in the summer, so seems like Colton probably just arrived for the Sonoma Stompers. I don't think we've seen him this summer. This is the 7th game between the two teams this summer. I think that's the last one for the summer. That one's high and outside. 5 other teams in the conference, and you play each one 7 times. So this would be the last one. And, of course, any tiebreaker would be important. This game is key in that situation. 1-0 pitch to Lamonto. In there for a strike. Took something off it at 85. 1-1. So Rabin, 0-2 count on Noah. He worked it to 3-2 and spanked one off the fence in right center for a triple. Then the strikeout of Burden, the strikeout of Tenney. And now a 1-ball, 1-strike count against Colton Lamonto. Alfredo Capacetti is on deck. Fastball's in there for a strike. That had something on it at 92 for Cooper Robinson. And again, the Cowbells. I think they're helping. I really do. It's kind of an accepted way to you don't have to cheer or clap your hands. Just ring a cowbell, man. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball almost got him fishing. Did not. Good job by Lamonto to hold up on that one. And that's the pitch that Robinson used to get the previous 2 strikeouts, but Lamonto let it go. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Colton. Rabin coming down from third. 2-2 on the way. Check swing again. It's outside. 3-2. So let's see if Robinson comes in with the fastball or if he uses the strikeout pitch, which Lamonto has managed to lay off for the last couple of pitches. Working from the stretch, Coopers delivers. Fastball right down the middle, called strike 3. So he gives up a triple, then he strikes out 3. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Stompers nothing. Potters coming to bat.
It begins on the farm, where hard work breeds motivation. Care is taken under watchful eyes. With new growth comes inspiration, where playtime is mandatory. Welcome to Dueling Dogs Brewing Company. Meet the Stevens, a husband and wife who work hand in hand to craft exclusive small batch beer, mead, and cider. Using locally sourced ingredients to ensure freshness in every glass. Where a community of farmers, local artisans, and amazing food make for a truly inspired atmosphere. At the end of the day, we know the value of hard work. The families it unites, it's in the pride we take, the stories we tell, and the best friends who are cherished. Dueling Dogs Brewing Company.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I can't decide on the Dueling Dogs logo if I like the white dog or the black dog because they're both cool-looking dogs. I got to figure that out, and I got to give them both names and stuff. I got a lot of work to do. Bottom of the first inning, Jacob Verweel is the pitcher for the Stompers, a left-hander out of San Rafael, undecided on his college commitment, but he's been pretty effective. 1-0 at a 4.35 ERA this summer, 10 1/3 innings pitched, 7 hits, 8 strikeouts, and 7 base on balls. And so he'll face a lineup that starts out with Luke Odden, the shortstop. Then Brandon Forrester and Dominic Rodriguez are the first 3 hitters for the Potters. Justin Olson batting in the 4th spot. Then Nolan Wilson, the catcher, hitting 5th. Ben Higdon is the left fielder tonight. He bats 6th. Zach Chamiso down to 3rd, bats 7th. Cade Sanchez, the second baseman, hitting 8th, and Tyler Garrity, who is out in center field. He will bat 9th for the Lincoln Potters today against Jacob Verweel, the left-hander. And here's Luke Auden. Luke, 3 for 13 on the season, but has a .524 on base percentage. He's drawn a considerable amount of walks. He has scored 4 runs and driven in 2. The right-hand hitting infielder out of Scottsdale, Arizona, and Georgia Southern University. Leads us off, followed by Forrester and then Rodriguez. First pitch is a fastball at 85, and it's right in there for a strike. 0-1 on Luke. Potters wearing their Brewers blue, as we call it, with the orange lettering. Tomorrow's an Orange Friday. I got a real good outfit picked out. Outside with a fastball. 1-1. 6 games in the next 8 days for the Potters right here at McBean Stadium. We got fireworks on Saturday and the 4th of July next Tuesday, of course, and that pitch is on the outside corner for a strike, so it's 1-2. Listed at 85 or 86 from Verweel, but it seems to get up there a little bit faster. The left-hander wheels and deals at 1-2. Check swing, and he didn't go. Goes back to the backstop. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Luke Auden. Hitting at .231 so far this summer. A couple of runs batted in. Verweel's fastball is inside. So Auden works the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes against Jacob Verweel. Brandon Forrester to follow. Playing in the DH slot tonight. 3-2 pitches, ball 4. So had pretty good accuracy early in the at-bat, but the last couple, Auden laid off, gets himself to first with the base on balls. Again, that on-base percentage goes up a little bit more, and here's Brandon Forrester. .273 for Brandon. 9 runs scored and 8 stolen bases for Brandon Forrester, 2 RBIs. Usually bats near the top of the lineup. Right-handed hitter against the left-hander Verweel with Auden down on first base. Shows bunt, pulls it back. It's too high with a fastball. 1-0. Third base, Derek Tenney. Shortstop is Brendan Marion. Ryan Martinez at second. Alfredo Capacetti is at first. Burden in left, Martinez, Tyler Martinez in center, Noah Rabin over in right. Forrester takes that one in the dirt. So Verweel had a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Luke Auden, and then he lost him with 3 in, 2 straight to Brandon Forrester, so 5 straight balls and a 2-ball, no-strike count. Auden over at first base, a respectable lead, but nothing too much. Forrester takes high and outside, ball 3. Potters lost the game last night with 4 walks in the bottom of the 9th inning. Just 1 hit. It was a double by Tenney and a wild pitch, and all of a sudden the Stompers came out with a 6-5 win. So going out to talk to his pitcher is Isaiah Velasco, the catcher. You can see it right on our cameras there. The umpire comes out to see what they're talking about. I wonder if he says, hey, break it up. Hey, guys, what are you guys talking about? I would like that if an umpire did that once in a while. Hey, you guys, what's up? What are you guys binging? I guess you don't ask people that. It's kind of personal. Answer is the bear, in case you wanted to know, Riley. 3-0 to Brandon Forrester. Verweel checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4. So 2 base on balls in a row, and that'll bring up Dominic Rodriguez, who just joined the team from Delta College, just 1 for 5. He's out of Turlock, California, 6'4". Dominic playing out in right field today. Rodriguez hits one out into left center field, giving chase his Burden. He's going to have room and make the catch. The tag by Auden. The throw comes into third, but Auden slides in there head first. Good play by Luke Auden to get to third base. Staying at first is Forrester because he has to make sure that Auden is going. He has to make sure he goes and not bluffs it. So they're going to try to tag, I think, say that he left too soon, but it didn't look like it from here. So Rodriguez got some good wood on the ball, flies out to medium deep left center field. Auden moves over to third, and here's Justin Olson. Out of Colorado Springs, Colorado, with left-hander against left-hander. Justin with 2 home runs. He's got 12 runs batted in, hitting at .362 on the season. First pitch is hit high up in the air to center field. That's deep enough to get a run in. Moving over is the right fielder, and it's going to be caught in right center field by Martinez. It's a sacrifice fly, and the Padres are on the board. They lead it 1-0. So Olson gets the RBI, and the Padres lead it 1-0. Forrester still at first base, and now Nolan Wilson will be the hitter. Nolan at .307 this summer. 6 runs batted in, 8 runs scored for the right-hand hitting catcher out of Roseville, California, University of Nevada, Reno. He's got Forrester down at first, but now 2 outs for the Padres here in the bottom of the first. There goes the runner. The pitch is a little high, but it's called a strike. Slide into second. He is going to be safe. Ball tailed a little bit on Velasco as the second baseman Martinez had to come off and make the catch, and Forrester gets his 9th stolen base of the season. Just been caught 1 time, so it's a pretty good percentage for Mr. Brandon Forrester, and he's also got himself in scoring position. Now Wilson, that first pitch was called a strike, so it is 0-1. Wheels pitches hit high up in the air to right field, hit decently, but Rabin has a beat on it, comes in and makes the catch for the out. A couple flyouts for the Padres. They did get a run. We go to the second. Padres 1, Stompers nothing.
Lincoln Area Archives Museum is the official partner of the Potters' 100th anniversary season. The museum is located just around the corner in Bierman Plaza in the center of the Old Historic District. Plan your visit and learn about early Lincoln history.
The mouth-watering Big Mac with a savory Filet-O-Fish and a tasty McChicken. My goodness, that looks good. Oh, you're making a McDonald's menu hack. Yes, a land, air, and sea. Oh, it's going to tip over. No, it's good. It's good. Very stable. Order the land, air, and sea by name. Build it by hand.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Top of the second inning, Cooper Robinson finishing up his warm-up tosses. He's got himself a 1-0 lead. He will face Alfredo Capicetti, then Isaiah Velasco, and Tyler Martinez for the Stompers in this one. Alfredo just 0 for 2 on the season, also a pitcher. We saw him on the mound on Tuesday. Pitched the 9th inning on Tuesday. Capicetti from UC Riverside, right-handed hitter against Cooper Robinson, whose first pitch is down low for a ball, 1-0. Defensively, the alignment for the Potters, we'll take a look at it here in the top of the second inning. Ben Higdon is out in left, Tyler Garrity in center, Dominic Rodriguez in right. Zach Chamiso at third, Luke Odden at short, Cade Sanchez at second, Justin Olson over at first, Nolan Wilson behind the plate, and Cooper Robinson on the mound. There's a line drive to right. It's going to come down in front of Rodriguez. A solid single for Capicetti. Second hit for the Sonoma Stompers, and that'll bring up Isaiah Velasco, who's at .268 with 2 home runs and 8 runs batted in on the summer, and one of those home runs was Tuesday night as he was 3 for 5 in that game with 2 runs scored and 2 runs driven in, including that home run to the opposite field. Left-handed hitter out of Sylmar, California, and UC Berkeley. Up here with nobody out and Capicetti over at first base. Velasco, left-hand hitting catcher. Fastball in there for a strike. One, 0-1. Swing and a miss. Nice looking fastball at 91 from Cooper Robinson. Oh and 2 now on Velasco. Tyler Martinez to follow for the Stompers, who Capacetti at first with their second hit of the game. Fastball is down low a little bit for a ball, 1-2. Rabin opened up the top of the first with a triple, but then 3 straight strikeouts for Cooper Robinson ended that thread. And then the single by Capacetti to open up here in the top of the second. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Isaiah Velasco. Popped up, out of play behind us. Hopefully it won't hit the top. One time it hit right on top of us. That thud was scary. Like I was saying, it was like don't look in the attic, you know. The call's coming from inside the house. That's all I'm saying. 1-2 on Isaiah Velasco. Capacetti with a pretty good lead at first. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, called strike 3, beautiful pitch. Isaiah was just fooled. Sometimes it happens, you get fooled. And 1 out. Checking out the people on the couch in front of us, no beer bats around, so. Oh, no, it's just laying there, though. Come on, use that beer bat. Get out there. Uh-oh, we got a dueling dogs batter, and that's Tyler Martinez, the center fielder. Hitting at .219 is Tyler out of Towson, Maryland, and University of San Francisco. He's got 3 runs batted in. If he strikes out, dueling dogs 50% off the dueling dogs until the end of the inning. First pitch is in there for a strike, and then maybe I can get, name the dogs and figure out which one I like better and stuff. They got some pretty vicious dogs on that soundtrack right there barking. You get the dogs, you get the cowbells. And pretty intimidating. 0-1 coming up. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Back at 9-2. I think one of those dogs pulled a muscle or something, Willie. I mean, you want to check your soundtrack. 0-2. Oh, folks. That's chopped out toward second, but it's going to be Robinson who picks it up. Thought about going to second, then is going to just toss it over to first for the out. Moving to second is Capacetti. So Martinez doesn't strike out, and he also moves the runner with a ground out. He's in scoring position for Brandon Marion. Brandon hitting at .298 on the year out of Brentwood, California, in Diablo Valley College. Has a home run. I believe that home run was earlier this season against the Potters. Also driven in 7. He's got a runner in scoring position right now. Ryan Martinez, number 9 hitter, is on deck, but it's all about Brendan Marion right now. Playing out at shortstop for the Stompers today. Robinson checks Capacetti at second base. Fastball gets away, and Capacetti's going to go down to third base. There's going to be a throw, but it'll be just a little too late, and he slides in. So Capacetti now just 90 feet away as Wilson alertly picked it up and gave it a shot. Threw it on down to Zach Chamiso, but just a little bit too late. 1 ball and no strikes. Fastball on that corner for a strike, 1-1. One and one. I haven't seen Piper around that much. Where's Piper at? Laying low. I can understand that. 1-1 pitch just a little bit high and outside. Nolan Wilson tries to repurpose it, but he's not fooling anybody. It's 2-1. Thirsty Thursday here at McBean Stadium. Hit high up in the air to short right field. Second baseman Sanchez is going out, and Cade's going to make the catch in short right field for the out. Good defensive play by the Potters. Robson gets out of another jam. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Potters lead 1-0.
Loomis Basin Brewing Company, a proud sponsor of your Lincoln Potters. Visit them at 3277 Swetzer Road in Loomis or call 916-259-2739.
ever wondered, what is CMN? I thought so. Let me help. CMN stands for Children's Miracle Network, a non-profit organization that raises money for children's hospitals. Locally, UC Davis Children's Hospital is your CMN hospital, the only one in our area. It is a nationally ranked comprehensive children's hospital that provides the highest quality of care to pediatric patients like me. How is this level of care possible? With help from CMN donations. CMN teamed with corporate partners and community donors to fundraise for things like equipment, research, and patient care. All money raised locally during campaigns like this stays local to support children treated at UC Davis Children's Hospital. Sick and injured kids can't wait to get the care they need. And thanks to generous donors, partners, and fundraisers like you, we don't have to. Please give wherever you see the Miracle Balloon, and thank you for supporting CMN at UC Davis.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Bottom of the second, Potters lead at 1-0. It'll be Ben Higdon, Zach Chamiso, and Cade Sanchez against Jacob Verweel. Piper in his middle of the second inning race, good and bad. I mean, good, he came in second, which is not bad, but he probably would have won, but he had no idea of what was going on around him. He didn't know that he was being close. The guy was going fast. I got to give the guy credit. He was moving. But Piper was just like in his own world, like he wasn't even comfortable in his own skin or something, had no awareness of what was going on around him and just got past and then kind of just got dope and tagged home and went, yeah, I came in second. But I'd say good performance physically, but maybe mentally a little bit wanting on that one. Anyway, here's the left-hander Verweel, who has yet to give up a hit, but he has given up a run. Here's Higdon. 224 for Ben out of Paducah, Kentucky. 3 home runs and 8 runs batted in. Fastball's outside. Verweel got himself in trouble by walking the first 2 hitters in the bottom of the first. The first one was Luke Odd, and he came around to score on a sacrifice fly from Justin Olson. Higdon watches that one go in the strike zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. That one's lifted into short left center field. Coming on the left fielder, Burton. He's going to make the catch in left center field for the out. So Higdon thought he found a hole there, but Burton came over and made the running catch for the first out here in the second. And Zach Chamiso will be the hitter. Chamiso hitting .300 on the season with 6 runs batted in, swings and misses at a high fastball. 10 runs batted in, 18 runs scored by Zach Chamiso, actually leads the Potters in that category. That one barely misses the outside corner. 1-1 to Zach Chamiso from Lincoln High, and then Sierra College, where he was a Community College All-American this year. Sierra had a great season. Look out, he got him right in the back, and he really, I said look out, I probably should have just held my tongue because there's no way he was going to get out of the way of that one. A left-handed batter with a left-handed pitcher and a sailing fastball, or a tailing fastball, and he's down at first base. Third free pass the Potters have gotten, and here's Cade Sanchez. Cade at .312 on the season, 17 runs batted in and 13 runs scored for Cade Sanchez. As Chamiso is kind of rubbing it down there. Cesar Tamaya, the first base coach, kind of counseling him on not rubbing it, of course. JP, John Peters, back out. He's at third base coaching over there for the Potters. And Cesar Tamaya. Tyler Garrity, the number 9 hitter on deck for Lincoln. Here's the pitch. Looks pretty good it is on the outside corner. 0-1 on Cade Sanchez out of Houston, Texas. Texas A&M Corpus Christi. He's been a real spark plug, a real producer for the Potters so far this summer. Takes that one, and it's in there. Well-placed fastball from Verweel at 84. Looked like it moved a little quicker than that. But who am I to doubt the mighty technology gods? 0-2 coming up. Cade takes inside and kicks off the glove of Velasco, and going down to second is Zach Chamiso. May have been my imagination, but Zach looked like he was moving a little gingerly as he moved his way down to second base. Still feeling that hit by pitch in the back there. But he is safely at second and chatting with Ryan Martinez, the second baseman. We're going to have a meeting at the mound for the Stompers as we lost control of that one. Didn't look like it was anything strange. Hopefully he's feeling okay as he's going to talk to the manager here. We'll take a 30-second break here as we're in the bottom of the second. Potters with the one-run lead.
It's all you.
No, I insist.
It's your turn.
Nope, I think it's your turn.
I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Go.
I appreciate your appreciation. It fills me.
Safe drivers save money with Farmers.
Just for driving safely?
It's a Farmers policy perk. Get Farmers and you can get a safe driver discount simply for having a clean driving record for 3 years.
Come on. After you.
After you.
Safety first.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmers policy perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Going to give Jacob Verweel a couple of warm-up tosses, so maybe it was something physical, but he seems to be okay out there. And Cade Sanchez will step back in with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Chamiso now down out at second base with 1 out here in the second. Right-hand hitting second baseman settles in, the big left-hander. Verweel at 6'4", looks at Chamiso at second base. Popped up right side. He's going to get out of play, giving chases Capacetti, and he will not be able to get it. It's over on top of the Brick and Barrel backyard, and that's sacred ground down there. And don't hit that TV either. You can go down there and get yourself a beverage, sit down at the table, and watch the game on the TV screen. You don't have to turn around. You just at your own pace, you know. It's another innovation. 1-2. Swing and a miss, outside breaking ball. So Sanchez out on strikes. First strikeout for Verweel. Now he faces Tyler Garrity, who's hitting at 250. Make that 264. I got updated information here. 10 runs scored, 10 runs batted in for Tyler Garrity, and also 7 stolen bases. He has shown a lot of speed on the base pass, but he's up here now and hopefully a run-producing mode as Chamiso is out at second base. High and outside, good play by Velasco to keep that one from going back to the screen. 1-0 on Tyler Garrity, top of the order. That's Luke Odden is on deck. 2 walks and a hit by pitch for Jacob Verweel through the first 8 hitters. That one's inside, gets away, and there goes Chamiso down to third. I think that was more of a pass ball than a wild pitch. Glanced up the glove of Velasco. And now Zach is down at third base. 2-0 on Tyler Garrity. Tyler out of Seneca, California, in the University of Kansas, along with teammate Chase Jens. Not in the lineup tonight. 2-0 coming from Verweel. Outside, ball 3. No activity so far in the bullpen for the Stompers. Verweel, as we said, came in with a 1-0 record. Did have 7 walks and 10 in the third inning. 3-0 pitch. Inside corner call strike. See how I covered there because I thought it was inside and I threw in corner to make people think that I knew it. Okay, forget it. Engineer Riley, sometimes it's lost on him. He's busy doing engineer work. He didn't have time for me. Outside, ball 4. So 4th free pass in the first 9 hitters, 3 walks and a hit by pitch. And here's Luke Odden, who got a base on balls to start the bottom of the first, eventually came around to score. And I think we might have going to have the second meeting at the mound here as the manager for the Stompers is very slowly coming out. And if it is an injury, there's just somebody getting up right now to throw. But if it's an injury to Jacob Verweel, then the new pitcher would have as much time as he needs to warm up. But they're talking it over with the umpire and the battery, Verweel and Velasco. They're looking the way of the dugout, and Jacob Verweel is going to have to step off, and he's going to come out of the game. So Verweel will be replaced. We'll get the identity of that new pitcher when we come back. Right now, we're in the bottom of the second inning. Potters with a 1-0 lead.
It begins on the farm. where hard work breeds motivation. Care is taken under watchful eyes. With new growth comes inspiration, where playtime is mandatory. Welcome to Dueling Dogs Brewing Company. Meet the Stevens, a husband and wife who work hand in hand to craft exclusive small batch beer, mead, and cider. Using locally sourced ingredients to ensure freshness in every glass. Where a community of farmers, local artisans, and amazing food make for a truly inspired atmosphere. At the end of the day, we know the value of hard work. The families it unites, it's in the pride we take, the stories we tell, and the best friends who are cherished. Dueling Dogs Brewing Company.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team helps keep together an amazing organization, and we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Old Town Pizza, a proud sponsor of your Potters baseball, will deliver you a slice that you won't soon forget. Come see why they've been voted the best of the best 12 straight years. Visit otpizza.net to get yours today. But don't take it from me.
I think Old Town Pizza should be expanded through the state or even through the country because it's so delicious.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
just about ready to go out here at Mid-Bean Stadium. John Jensen is our new pitcher. He's out of Moraga, California, Sacramento City College as well. He is taking his warm-up tosses now as he was given as much time as he needs. John Jensen so far, 7 2/3 innings, just 4 hits allowed, a 1.17 ERA, 15 strikeouts in those 7 2/3 innings, and 7 base on balls. So he will be the second pitcher coming in for Verweil, who left after an inning and 2/3. He didn't give up any hits. Did walk 3, hit 1, and struck out 1. He is responsible for the runners out on base. That is Chamiso and Garrity. And here is Luke Auden batting now from the left side, the switch-hitting infielder out of Scottsdale, Arizona, and Georgia Southern University. Jensen, a right-hander, 6'1", 195. And he will take on Luke Auden here with Brandon Forrester to follow if Luke can keep it going here in the bottom of the second. There goes the runner. The pitch is inside and hit Luke Auden in the leg. And he is going to hobble his way down to first base. Garrity had second base stolen, but it didn't do any good because Luke Auden with a breaking ball could not get out of the way, and now he's old manning his way down to first base, and I say that as an old man, so I can say that. And here's Brandon Forrester coming up now with the bases loaded, and 2 outs here in the second. Potters have received 3 base on balls, and 2 batters have gotten hit. I don't consider that a free pass because you're paying the price in pain. Riley, the engineer, as Luke is going to talk about it with, I think that's Marjima down there. I know Marjima, he's just pumping him up, telling him that pain feels good. Feels good. It means your leg works or something. I don't know. Something like that. Luke's over at first base. Tyler Garrity at second. Zach Chamiso has been at third for quite a while now. He's was hit by a pitch in the back, so perhaps he is feeling a little bit better now, because that was about 10 minutes ago. And here's Forrester, who took a walk his first time up. Jensen's pitch is in the dirt. Nice block by Velasco. Off-speed pitch on that one. 1-0 now on Brandon Forrester. Dominic Rodriguez to follow. Forrester came in hitting .273 in this one. Picked up his 9th stolen base. Hits that one back up the middle, but slowly going to be handled by the shortstop. Steps on second for the force out. So no runs for the Potters. They left 3. We go to the third. Potters lead 1-0.
Being in the market for a new home comes with more than just buying a property. It is finding the right house in the right neighborhood in the right community. Since 2005, Lori, with Frey & Associates Real Estate, has lived and worked as a real estate broker in Lincoln. She is passionate about local organizations and volunteers with them as well.
She's knowledgeable, she knows, she asks a lot of questions, she gets things done.
We still learn a lot from Lori, and she's very helpful, very positive, and has been wonderful broker.
We at Frey & Associates are your local hometown realtor, and we are here for you.
Welcome back, Olympia's 5th grade orchestra.
Perhaps there's no place like your home because you made it so at RC Willey.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Top of the third inning, Cooper Robinson finishing up his warm-up tosses. It'll be Ryan Martinez on the top of the order, Nora Rabin and Jag Burton against Cooper Robinson as the axe throwing between innings. I was kind of taking shots at the guy, and he hit two pretty good-looking throws, pretty good-looking axe throws out there. Although his competitor, she was 0 for 4, and she was throwing. I mean, if she ever gets in an axe fight, I don't have really a lot of confidence that she'll ever get out of there alive. But he would do fine. Here's Martinez. It's hit down the left field line. Moving over is Higdon. He made a nice running catch on a ball that was hit very well. Martinez got into that one, and Higdon makes the catch going toward the fence. I thought it was a little bit shorter than that, but it carried almost out to the fence. And Higdon was all over it for the first out here in the third inning. And Noah Rabin, who has been a thorn in the side of the Potters the last 4 at-bats. He was 3 for 3, scored 2, and drove in 2 on Tuesday, including a home run. And he tripled his first at-bat here in this one. So he's 4 for his last 4 against the Potters with a homer and a triple and a couple of singles. That's inside, and that hit him. So Rabin's going down to first base. He does not stay off the bases when he comes to Lincoln, I'll tell you that. He's on base 4 times in the game on Tuesday. The only time he wasn't, he had a sacrifice fly, and he's been on base twice now tonight. Here's Jake Burton, who struck out back in the first. Out of Huntington Beach, California, the left fielder, left-handed hitter against Robinson. Robinson at 6'4", takes a look over at first base at Rabin, and he's going to throw over to first base and try to keep him close. Robinson out of UC Irvine. I believe they're the Anteaters. They were at one time. I don't know if they were canceled for that. I don't know how Ants felt about that. That pitch is low for a ball, 1-0 on Burden. He's followed by Derek Tenney, the third baseman, hitting in the number 3 spot for the Stompers here today. Very pleasant evening now. That pushed the start back a little bit, and we are in very pleasant times here as Robinson throws back over to first again.
Hello, Potter fans. Let's hear you. Potter! 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 Potter!
That Potter up chant seems to be just down the first base line is where that is. That's a fastball, and it missed somewhere, maybe the outside corner. 2-0. Ron Burden, 1 out here in the third on a good running catch by Ben Higdon down in left field. High pop-up, shortstop calling for it. That's Luke Auden. Luke makes the catch, pretty much standing where he started off. So big out right there, out number 2 here in the third, and Derek Tenney, who struck out back in the first, comes to the plate. He had the big 2-run double last night to tie the game in the 4-run Sonoma ninth that pulled that one out 6-5 against the Potters. Derek out of Wethersfield, Connecticut, and University of Nevada, Reno. He waits. Good lead over at first base by Rabin. Robinson comes to the plate with a breaking ball in there for a strike at 84. 0-1. I would be surprised if Rabin, who got a pretty good lead that time, doesn't think about going. Tenney at 6'2", 195. Looks a little bit bigger than that as Rabin again creeping out onto the turf. Popped up right side. Justin Olson's going to give chase over by the dugout, and did he get it? No, he can't. I think it hit the screen over his glove, rolled back out on the field. Umpire was in perfect position to make the call, though. Give him credit. So it's quickly 0-2 on Derek Tenney. Colton Lamento, the cleanup man, on deck. Tenney settles in for the 0-2. Squared up stance from the right side. Eyes again on Noah Rabin down at first base as he's creeping off a little bit more. He does go. That's fouled out of play. So Rabin finally has been listening. He's taken off on the 0-2 pitch, but of course Tenney has to protect, so he fouls that one off. And it stays at 0-2. Potter scored once in the bottom of the first. That's the only scoring so far in this one. The Stompers had a runner at third in the first, and they had a runner at third in the second, but they were not able to push him across. Oh, 0-2 now on Tenney. Robinson got him with an off-speed pitch the first time. He tries the same thing. It's in the dirt. Nice block by Nolan Wilson to keep Rabin at first base. 1-2 now on Tenney. Tomorrow night, 7:15 first pitch. It's an Orange Friday. Taking on the West Coast Kings. Lincoln legend Craig Schmidt's going to be on the mound for the Potters. Come on out and check that one out. And our pregame guest on the warm-up, hopefully, is going to be right-hander Anthony Perez. Here's the pitch, no go. It's a chopper out towards short. Crossed over to the third baseman. Chamiso throws it to first and gets him. Zach Chamiso gets in front of Auden and throws him out at first base. So another good inning for Cooper Robinson. Nothing across. We go to the bottom of the third. Potters lead 1-0.
Old Town Pizza, a proud sponsor of your Potters baseball, will deliver you a slice that you won't soon forget. Come see why they've been voted the best of the best 12 straight years. Visit otpizza.net to get yours today. But don't take it from me.
I think Old Town Pizza should be expanded to the state or even to the country because it's so delicious.
Placer Valley Tourism. Our mission is to increase the health of the hotel industry through occupancy and average daily rate in Roseville, Rockland, and Lincoln. Proud partner of the Potters in the 2023 West Coast World Series Tournament from August 8th to 11th.
Lincoln Potters baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Bottom of the third inning here from McBean Stadium in lovely Lincoln, California. A very pleasant evening it's turned out to be. And it'll be Dominic Rodriguez, Justin Olson, and Nolan Wilson against John Jensen, who came on in relief of Jason Verweel in the second inning. Jason had some sort of physical problem. Hopefully he is all right. Maybe a blister or something like that. So he is out and Jensen is in. Hit the first batter and then got the fielder's choice from Forrester to end the inning. And here is Rodriguez. Dominic takes outside for a ball flat out to left field his first time up. So he is 0 for 1 in this one. Out of Turlock, California in San Joaquin Delta Community College. Wide open stance from the right side against Jensen out of Sac City College. That one is in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Justin Olson on deck. He's got the only RBI of the game, a sacrifice fly back in the first. Rodriguez watches one go outside. Velasco snags it before it gets back to the screen. 2-1 now on Dominic Rodriguez. Just joined the team a little while ago. 1 for 5 coming into this one. I think the hit was in his first at bat as a Potter. 2-1 count right now on Dominic. Hits it right back up the middle. Nice backhanded stop at second base by Martinez, and he throws to first for the out. Real good play by Ryan Martinez as he backhanded that one. It was headed straight up the middle, and he throws Rodriguez out at first base. So 1 out here, and Justin Olson coming to the plate. University of New Mexico product with the sacrifice fly back in the first inning. His 13th run batted into the summer. Big left-handed hitter, settles in against John Jensen. Justin hitting at .362 this summer. Jensen works from the stretch. Fastball misses outside. Not by much. 1 ball and no strikes on Justin Olson with Nolan Wilson to follow. Rodriguez almost pulls out the first hit for the Potters, but a good play by Ryan Martinez. Justin Olson swings and misses, 77 miles an hour according to my technology. And he's out in front of it, evens the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Justin with a pair of home runs this summer. Batting into the cleanup spot tonight for the Lincoln Potters. Here's the 1-1 from Jensen. Breaking ball's in there for a strike. Good looking pitch came in the back door. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 7:15 first pitch tomorrow night, Orange Friday. It'll be against the West Coast Kings. And Saturday, the time has been moved to 6:35, and there will be fireworks in that one, taking on the Menlo Park Legends. Here's the 1-2. Inside for a ball. Menlo Park again the opposition on Sunday, which is also a 7:15 game. Two balls and 2 strikes to Justin Olson. Swing and a miss. Got him on strikes. So 2 outs quickly here in the 3rd inning, and that will bring up Nolan Wilson, the catcher.
Now batting for the Potters, our catcher from Roseville, California, Nolan Wilson.
Wilson at 368, fly to right his first time up. Right-handed catcher looks down at JP at the third base coach's box. Nolan has a home run. He has 5 runs batted in on the summer. Ben Higdon on deck to follow Nolan. After Nolan starts a rally, I just feel it in my bones. Jensen with 15 strikeouts in 7 2/3 innings. That pitch is on the corner for a strike. He is ahead of Nolan Wilson, 0-1. That's another slider, and that's in there for a strike, 0-2. A lot of bend on that one from Jensen. He takes his time once he gets in the stretch. But he is ahead in the count 0-2 on Nolan Wilson in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 2 outs for the Potters. They've got a run, but still looking for their first hit in this one. That's hit foul down the first base line. Same looking pitch from Jensen, and that time Nolan Wilson got the bat on it. Going to readjust the batting gloves and step back in. 0-2 still on Nolan. So 0-2 now. That sails high and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wilson settles in 1-2. That is just a little bit inside, 3-2. Two balls, 2 strikes on Nolan Wilson. Popped up right side out of play. So it stays at 2-2. Jensen working from the stretch and working deliberately here against the right-hander Wilson. Outfield pretty deep in left field, straight away in center and right. Wilson pops it up again down the first baseline, giving chase is Capacetti, and I don't think he's going to have a chance at that one as it's out into the parking lot area. So 2-2 on Wilson. Higdon still waiting on deck as Wilson, as I predict, is going to start something here. Lines it to right field down the line. That is going to get down for a base hit. Wilson's rounding first. He's headed for second, picked up out there by Rabin, and Wilson's going to motor into second with a stand-up double, the first hit for your Lincoln Potters in this one. So Wilson fouled off a bunch he didn't like and found one he did and sliced it down the right field line. Rabin had no chance but to chase, come up with it, and keep Wilson from going to third, which he did, but Nolan's down at second base now. 2 outs, and here's Ben Higdon. Ben has 3 home runs. Now I predict Wilson starting something. Maybe I'll predict a 4th home run for Mr. Higdon. That might be going a little bit overboard, though. Ben flied to left his first time up. So he is 0 for 1 in this one. 3 home runs on the season. 8 runs batted in for Ben Higdon. He lines that one out to left field. Giving chase is Burden. Reaches up right in front of the fence and makes the catch for the 3rd out. So 1 hit but no runs. We go to the top of the 4th. Potters lead 1-0.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Loomis Basin Brewing Company, a proud sponsor of your Lincoln Potters. Visit them at 3277 Swetzer Road in Loomis or call 916-259-2739.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Moving on to the top of the 4th inning, Cooper Robinson will face Colton Lamanto, Alfredo Capacetti, and Isaiah Velasco. 4, 5, and 6 for the Stompers. The Potters protecting that 1-0 lead. Potters taking on the West Coast Kings tomorrow, then the Menlo Park Legends over the weekend. Then next week on the 4th and on the 6th, they'll play the Bay Area Admirals. The Admirals fell to the Mudcats in CCL play last night, 9-2, but they are coming back strong today. They lead the Mudcats 21-4 in a game between the two clubs. So the Admirals coming in hot to Lincoln next week. But right now, the matter at hand is the Sonoma Stompers and Colton Lamanto, who struck out looking his first time up. Takes the first pitch inside for a ball, 1-0. Lamanto out of Sebastopol, California, right-handed hitter. And the fastball's in there for a strike at 90 miles an hour from Cooper Robinson. He's given up 2 hits in the first 3 innings. He has struck out 4. Struck out 13 in coming in here. There's a fastball that's on the corner for a strike. In 7 innings pitched, he struck out 13. Hasn't walked anybody. He did hit a batter here today. 1-2 pitch. That's in the dirt. Wilson moves over to block it, but is 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Colton Lamanto. University of San Diego for Colton. 6'1". Right-hander against right-hander. Potter's pretty much straight away. Medium deep in left and in center. We got both bullpens moving. That's inside. Did it get him? No, it didn't. I don't know how it missed him. So we do have activity in both bullpens. Potters have a couple of people up. I don't know if anybody's throwing. 2-2 now on Colton Lamanto. Fastball swung on and missed. Fifth strikeout for Cooper Robinson. Second time he's got Lamonto, and that'll bring up Alfredo Capacetti, who singled his first time up. Lined a drive into right field in front of Dominic Rodriguez. So he is 1 for 1, 1 for 3 on the summer. Alfredo out of Urupa Valley, California, and University of California at Riverside. He stands 6'2" and 210. Velasco on deck. He chops that one down to third, handled by Chamiso. He's got some time, throws it across the diamond, scooped up by Justin Olson, and quickly 2 outs here in the fourth inning, and to bring up Isaiah Velasco. Zach over there having maybe a little too much time to try to aim that one, and got it close enough to Justin so he can make the swipe. Here's Isaiah Velasco, who struck out looking his first time up. 268 coming in for Isaiah. 2 home runs, including 1 against the Potters, and 8 runs batted in. Left-handed catcher out of UC Berkeley. Open stance against Robinson, who throws it inside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes, and Willie Preston, the best in the business, gives the cowbell call. And he got a pretty good response from the crowd here on a Thursday. That's in there for a strike. Looks like Sid Polston is the left-hander up for the Stompers out of Oakland, California. Potters just have a big mass of people down there. It's kind of hard to tell which one's throwing. Swing and miss. That's 85, so took something off that one. And it is 0-2 on Isaiah Velasco. One-two coming up from Robinson. Swing and a miss. Took something off it again. So good inning for Cooper Robinson. 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Potters with the 1-0 lead.
Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
A lot of speculation here. Maybe that Piper is on the take in the air guitar contest. Perhaps he made some wagers on FanDuel or something on one of the other contestants, and he's kind of lowballing it there. He's playing it like an old bass player. This is the guy that stands in the back, just, okay, whatever, I'll lay down the groove. All right, Sid Polston is the new pitcher for the Sonoma Stompers. He's relieving John Jensen. Sid out of Oakland, California. 6'2" junior at Marin Community College. 2 2/3 innings, 3 strikeouts and 5 walks for Sid Polston so far, and he will face Zach Chamiso, Cade Sanchez, and Tyler Garrity. 7, 8, and 9 for the Potters. So Jensen goes an inning and a third, gives up 1 hit, no runs, and strikes out 1. Here's Zach Chamiso, was hit by a pitch his first time up. Comes in at 288. 10 runs batted in and 18 runs scored for Zach Chamiso. Left-hander against left-hander, and the fastball is outside at 83 from Sid Polston. We're in number 49 for the Stompers. Last pitched on June the 15th against the Crawdads. Gave up 2 runs in 1 inning, just 1 hit, and walked 2. So his first action in about 2 weeks, or exactly 2 weeks here. Here's the 2-0. Chamiso pops it foul out of play. 2-1 on Zach out of Lincoln High, a Fighting Zebra, and Sierra College Wolverines. And now we'll go to UC Riverside, who are the UC Riverside. I guess I got to do some research. That's a fastball. It's good. It's in there for a strike, 2-2. The UC Riverside fill in the blanks for Zach. Cade Sanchez waits on deck. 2-2 coming up from Sid Polston. Reaches out and lifts it into center field. That's a solid base hit for Zach Chamiso. Took the 2-2 pitch and just kind of guided it into center field. Second hit for the Potters. Chamiso's on for the second time, and here is Cade Sanchez, who struck out back in the second inning. Cade at .312 on the season. 17 runs batted in, 13 runs scored. Looks at JP to see if there's anything on here. Tyler Garrity comes out on deck. Sanchez shows bunt, but right back to Polston. He's going to have time to go to second. He does, and back to first, and they're not in time to get Cade Sanchez. So Cade bunted it a little bit too hard, and Polston turned around and gunned it right to second base. So Chamiso is retired at second base. Sanchez now takes his place at first, and here's Tyler Garrity. Base on balls for Tyler back in the second inning, his only appearance. 264 on the summer. 9 runs batted in, 10 runs scored, 7 stolen bases for Tyler Garrity. That's outside for a ball. I got a lot of stats here that the intern Bulldog made for me. I thank him very much. I wish his team good luck in the next football season, like they're going to need it. 1-0. That's high for a ball, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes on Tyler Garrity. Luke Odden, the top of the order on deck. Sanchez leading over at first base. Looking pitch swung on and missed by Tyler. 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike on Tyler Garrity. Sanchez, not a very big lead over at first, but yeah, Polston goes over there anyway. And Cade is back in safely. Turned into a very pleasant night here at McBean Stadium. Swinging and a foul ball into the catcher's glove. 2-2. A lot of activity on the grassy knoll down the left field line. Perfect night for the grassy knoll. Bounce house is kind of, well, there's a couple of people going in there. Usually it's rocking a little bit more than that. They kind of turned it around. It changes everything. 2-2 now on Tyler. Pops it up. Left side, third baseman called for it. That's Tenney. Now the shortstop comes in, and that is Brandon Marion, and he will make the catch for the second out. So 2 outs now. Sanchez still out at first base, and the top of the order is Luke Odden, who has walked and been hit by a pitch. So Luke has reached base twice, scored the only run in this game so far, back in the first inning on a sacrifice fly from Justin Olson. He's up here now with 2 outs. Sanchez still down at first base. The left-hander Polston. Luke takes high for a ball. Brandon Forrester would follow Luke. He's going to take a look down at JP and see if there's anything going on for the Potters here in the fourth. Two hits for the Potters in this one. Outside, 2-0. There are some good cowbell representatives out there, I will say that. Kind of a laid-back crowd. It's a Thursday night, even though some of us think it's Friday, but it's a Thursday night. Well, it's a little warm today, but a perfect weather right now. Fastball's in there for a strike, 2-1. Perfect baseball watching weather right now. And it is a thirsty Thursday, so it kind of all comes together there. You're going to get a good deal at the Brick and Barrel backyard on a thirsty Thursday. 2-1 to Luke Auden. And the throw goes over to first base, and Cade Sanchez is back in there. Alfredo Capacetti, the first baseman for the Stompers, didn't even put a tag on him, really. Kind of just thought better of it. See how our guys with the beer bats are doing in front. Not doing much. Just kind of sit there. Throw over to first base again. You can't start off strong with a beer bat activity like that in the early innings, Riley, and just kind of take the middle innings off. You got to keep it going. You know, you only got through 7 innings here. 2 balls, 1 strike. High, ball 3. Isaiah Velasco behind the plate for the Stompers. They've got Derek Tenney at third, Brendan Marion at short, Ryan Martinez at second, Alfredo Capacetti at first, Noah Rabin out in right, Tyler Martinez in center, Jack Burden over in left. 3-1 from Polston. It's in there for a call, strike 2, and I don't think Luke thought so. I think the fact that he went, oh, probably was my first clue there. I read body language like an expert. Pretty much straight away, slightly right center for Tyler Martinez, the center fielder, but left and right field straight away. Medium deep for Luke Auden. 3-2, so Sanchez will be going. He is. Line drive into center field. Is that going to get down? Yes, it will. And staying in second is Sanchez as the ball comes into third. So it's a line drive single for Auden. Second hit for the Potters this inning. Third in the game. And with 2 on, here's Brendan Forrester. Brendan walked in the first inning, hit a fielder's choice ground ball to shortstop in the second, so he is 0 for 1 out of Fair Oaks, California, and Oregon State University. 273 coming in, over 400 on base percentage for Brandon. He's got 2 runs batted in on the summer. Maybe it'd be a good place to pick up number 3 as the Potters clinging to that 1-0 lead. So Auden over at first base. Sanchez at second. First pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 on Brandon. Doing DH duties for the Potters tonight. Got an open spot at second base as the second baseman Martinez trying to keep the runner close. That's inside for a ball. Ryan Martinez trying to keep Sanchez close, trying to get back to his position as the ball is released, but leaving a little bit of a hole there in the traditional second base position. As you can see on the excellent Stones Radio Network's cameras that we are employing today. That is a nice pitch. It catches the outside corner off speed from Polston. 1-2 on Forrester. Getting ready for the 1-2 with Sanchez leading off at second. That's in the dirt. Nice block by Velasco. Saves his pitcher 90 feet and evens the count up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Polston works from the stretch and is working 2-2 now. Forster takes outside. Full count on Brandon, so everybody is moving here. Everybody grooving, baby. Riley always likes it when I throw in the B-52s. Love Shack, that's his jam. Released 30 years before he was born. 3-2 pitch coming up. Outside, ball 4. So that loads him up for Dominic Rodriguez. 1 hit so far as a Potter. This would be an excellent place for his second. He has fly to left and grounded to second. The grounded to second was an excellent play by Ryan Martinez as it was a shot headed up the middle. Destined for center field until Martinez very irritatingly stuck his glove in the way and robbed him. So Dominic looking for that hit tonight, 0-4-2, and he's got the bases loaded here with 2 outs in the 4th. Inside for a ball, 1-0. Right-handed hitter out of San Joaquin Delta College in Turlock, California. 1 ball, no strikes. Lines it into right field for a base hit. Here comes 1 run. Second one round in. The throw from right field is going to be cut off, and JP holds the runner at third base. It's a solid RBI single for Rodriguez. Sanchez scores the second run of the game, and the Potters lead 2-0. Luke Auden stopping at third base, and I think quite right, too, because Noah Rabin came up throwing, and it was cut off. We're going to have a meeting at the mound here for the Stompers. The Potters still with the bases loaded, and Justin Olson coming to the plate. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning. Potters lead at 2-0.
Old Town Pizza, a proud sponsor of your Potters baseball, will deliver you a slice that you won't soon forget. Come see why they've been voted the best of the best 12 straight years. Visit otpizza.net to get yours today. But don't take it from me.
I think Old Town Pizza should be expanded to the state or even to the country because it's so delicious.
Conversations are over at the mound, and it's time for Justin Olson to come to the plate. He's sacrificed flying a strikeout so far today for Justin. He's here with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the 4th. That is high and inside for a ball. 1-0 on Justin. Justin Austin P University is where Justin Olson attends these days. He is still out of Colorado Springs, Colorado, though. But now going to the P. Check swing, did he go? I'm looking around for an umpire, and he did. So home plate umpire pointed at the base umpire. I didn't see him make any move, but then home plate umpire just put it up for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Olson takes in there for a strike. Thought it was a little bit high. 1-2 now. Quickly on Justin Olson. Nolan Wilson to follow. Bases loaded, but 2 outs here in the 4th. Potters leading at 2-0. RBI signal by Dominic Rodriguez, plating that run. Olson lines one into right field. That's a base hit. Here comes 1 run. They're going to round in and try 2. The throw from Rabin is going to be cut off, and it's a 2-run single for Justin Olson. The Potters double the lead. They lead it 4-0. Unscored. Forrester was going all the way. Staying at second base is Rodriguez, and a big hit from Justin Olson in the same spot just about that Rodriguez is one. Now we're going to have a pitching change from the Stompers, so we'll step away one more time, but this time it's the bottom of the 4th and the Potters leading it 4-0.
Have you ever wondered, what is CMN? I thought so. Let me help. CMN stands for Children's Miracle Network, a non-profit organization that raises money for children's hospitals. Locally, UC Davis Children's Hospital is your CMN hospital, the only one in our area. It is a nationally ranked comprehensive children's hospital that provides the highest quality of care to pediatric patients like me. How is this level of care possible? With help from CMN donations. CMN teamed with corporate partners and community donors to fundraise for things like equipment, research, and patient care. All money raised locally during campaigns like this stays local to support children treated at UC Davis Children's Hospital. Sick and injured kids can't wait to get the care they need. And thanks to generous donors, partners, and fundraisers like you, we don't have to. Please give wherever you see the Miracle Balloon, and thank you for supporting CMN at UC Davis.
New pitcher for the Stompers is Joey Van Dusen out of Chico, California, and Sacramento City College, his third appearance of the season. He's gone 3 innings, given up 1 earned run, struck out 2, and walked 2. His last appearance was on the 22nd, so a week ago against the Mudcats. He went an inning. He will face Nolan Wilson, who has a fly out of right field and a double in this one. He is the 8th batter to hit in this inning. The Potters have put 3 up on the board. They lead it 4-0. Van Dusen's first pitch is a fastball outside. Of course, the Potters remember all too well last night when it was 5-2 going into the bottom of the ninth, and they ended up on the short end of the stick 6-5. So not going to be any complacency here with this Potter unit, as Wilson with a 1-ball, no strike count. Sails high for a ball. Velasco with a very nice play to keep that one from going back to the screen. Wilson now 2 balls and no strikes as he looks down at JP, and JP says, I'm going to go over and step on third base. Because that's what I feel like doing right now. So he does it, because that's what he does. If he feels like doing it, he does it. Umpire says, take a break. For no apparent reason, and now Wilson is ready to go. Ben Higdon on deck. Van Dusen behind 2-0 to Nolan Wilson. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. 2-1. Rodriguez is down at second. Olson is over at first. Rodriguez with the RBI single. Olson with the 2-run single, as the Potters have scored 3 times in the inning. 2 balls and 1 strike on Nolan Wilson. He has a home run and 5 runs batted in on the summer. Came in at 368. That sails high for a ball. 3-1. Three and 1 on Nolan. Rodriguez leading off of second base. Martinez trying to keep him kind of close. Van Dusen checks him. Here's the 3-1. High fly ball, center field. Going to be an easy one for Tyler Martinez in left center, and he makes the catch. Big inning for the Potters. They score 3. We go to the top of the 5th. Potters lead at 4-0.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadium. 33 action-packed home games loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Moving into the top of the 5th, Potters with the 4-0 lead, and that means we're going to try to link in with our buddy Mike Margman in the dugout area. Coach, can you hear me? There he is. Are you there, Coach? He's probably explaining the game to somebody else. That's the way things happen sometimes down there. Coach Margman gets involved, and he's got to tell somebody something, and he's got to, I say, hey, Coach, you got an interview waiting to go. You got a famous person up in the booth, so are you ready with that person? Mike, there he goes. There's Coach Mike Margman. How you doing,
Phantom,
Coach?
what's going on?
Nothing much. I know you're a very busy guy out there. You have to be very, very happy at the way Cooper Robinson started this one.
Tremendous here. Pounding the zone. Was a little behind early, but
he's back in there, really throwing the rock well, so excited to see that, and the boys having a good start to this game here.
Absolutely. And Coach, after last night's tough loss, how important was it for you guys to come out early and do something in this one?
Yeah, it was good. Yesterday before the game, we had the last game at home, we had a pretty, rough game here, and, we kind of talked before the game, and we said, you guys, at the end of the summer, what do we want to be known as, right? Like, what type of team? And, we let the guys talk, and they were like, we want to be gritty, we want to be professionals, we want to compete. And I think yesterday we actually did a really, really good job of that. And, unfortunately we lost the game, but we saw a much better performance, and now we're seeing that again tonight, which is obviously something we love to see from these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I'm saying, it would be easy for you guys to come out a little tight, trying to do a little bit too much right at the beginning, and that's what it helped, I think, having Cooper out on the mound. So, Coach, who will we see after Cooper is done with his time?
Yeah, we're going to have a few guys getting up here. JoJo will be hot. We'll have Chico hot. We'll have a few guys coming in here for an inning or two to, to close the door here, hopefully. And, we'll keep having good at-bats. We should have another few runs here. So, big thing we were talking about the guys is, trying to force action the first, 2 or 3 pitches, get some outs and get ahead in counts. And we just see that when we're doing that well. And limiting free bases, we're doing a great job. So. That's what we're going to continue to try to do here.
Yeah, and what a big hit by the newcomer, Dominic Rodriguez, comes up here. He had 1 hit on the summer, and he comes up in a real big situation.
Yeah, he is a very athletic player. He put up video game numbers this year at Delta College, so, it's pretty exciting to see him at the plate here. And, with anybody, it's, when you get to play in front of some fans and you get to this level of competition, the ticker starts to run a little quick. So, we just talked about that, and he was like, okay, I feel this. I'm like, yeah, let's just slow it down and let your athleticism play. And he is a tremendous, tremendous athlete. So we're excited to see what he's going to be doing the rest of the summer.
Grind ball out to second base. Call it, Coach. That's a pickup and a throw to
Cade
first.
Sanchez.
Nice going, Cade.
Yeah,
well done, Coach. I'll let you go.
I'll
let you go after this one. I want to ask. Now, I'm thinking that as far as you get further on in the game, and you had a tough one last night when they had to come from behind win. So when you get further on in the game, do you mention anything, or does that one flush down and we don't talk about it anymore?
Yeah, we don't really mention it. We just mention just kind of winning each pitch, winning each at bat, just continuing to be tough outs on the mound, continuing to get ahead, challenge guys. Just nothing really changes in the life of a baseball player. We always talk about like excellence is mundane, right? It's pretty ordinary. It's not like we go out there and go, we need to throw 95 and we need, throw a hammer slider every pitch. It's just, hey, we don't need great pitches. We just need good pitches. We don't need, you to hit balls into the trees out there. We just need you to hit the ball hard and swing at the right pitches and start commanding those at-bats and commanding the mound. And when we're doing that, we see pretty special things out on this field. So, continuing to just harp on that with these guys and just take it pitch by pitch.
Well, Coach, I promised I was going to let you go, but I like talking to you so much. I got one more for you. Every time I look up, Zach Chamiso's playing a different position. Now, is this something you guys just need to plug somebody in, or are you trying to give him a little more versatility for his college team?
A little bit of both. We want to see that. We want to see him have things, and that's great for him, right, as a player.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Being able to play multiple positions. I did it in my professional career. I remember in the Florida State League one year, I was kind of a bullpen catcher, and they were like, hey, we had a